Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Welcome again to another IT FMC IT class. Today we're doing it slightly differently. We are working from home, which is a trend now, and I have myself as Pastor K, and I also have Bro Codson with me. Bro Codson?
Yeah, good
Okay, so he's saying hello. Yes.
Yes, hi.
Okay. So we're going to continue with where we left off. So we'll be looking today at another session of the IT class, and today we'll be looking at Outlook. We'll be looking at Outlook. So we would like to go straight into that. So it's going to be Outlook Part 1 because Outlook is quite a vast tool, and if you recollect from our original lessons, well, right from the beginning, we talked about Outlook when we did the first introduction of Office 365. You recollect that Outlook is Microsoft's mail management system, okay, for mail, emails, and appointments and the like. Okay, so we're going to go into that. There'll be a lot of demonstrations because it's something that we need to probably show demonstrations more than talking. So to general introduction, we'll go into that.
Yeah.
We go to the next screen, general introduction. Okay, so we're now going to open Outlook and close Outlook. So my screen is shared right now. So you'll be able to see that. Okay, as you can see, right. So I have here at the bottom the icon for Outlook. You can see there, it highlights Outlook there, or you can go to the Start menu and you can start typing Outlook. It's showing on the screen, but yeah, we'll show Outlook again. If you do it that way, but I'll just show you by just clicking on this, and you can see Outlook come up. Ignore this. You will not normally get this, well, because I've got two profiles. Yeah, if you have multiple profiles on your system, you can have this, but normally you will not see this because you generally just have the one. So if I click on OK, you can see. Oh, okay, went to the wrong one. Yes. Okay, I'll go out. So I clicked on my wrong profile. So profile is different profiles. I have one for FMC. There we go. So I click on that. You can see we're doing it live. Right. Okay. So this is one I created for FMC IT class demo, which is our IT class email. So this is what Outlook will look like. So we have an email here called FMC IT class demo. I had an email that was sent today, and just archive that off. Put that in there. Right. Okay. So what I have now is a blank inbox. As you can see, blank inbox. You can see here, if I look at the top, we have the menu. So you have new emails. If you click on that, if you want to send a new email to somebody, you can just click on this icon here, and it will create an entry for another. You can see that here. So you have this window here, which says it's got the two buttons, it's got the CC, and there's also one called blind CC. Okay, so this is where you now put the email address of the person. So if I send an email to Brother Godson, if I do Godson, okay, I already have him there because I've sent it to him before. The system would recognize the people that you sent to before, and it will try and populate it for you. So give me a suggestion. So I know it's because I want to send it to him. So I'll click on him there. And if I just subject is obviously what I wanted to talk to them about. So I just say hello from IT class. Oops, sorry. IT class. Okay. And this way, hello, hello. So in here, you just type the message. Hello, Bro Wilson. How are you? Bye. Okay. When you finish that, you just click on send. And that's now gone, and that should go straight to Brother Godson. And I'm sure he'll be checking his device. And when he responds, it will come straight back into my inbox. Okay. So that is obviously we've just done a message and we've sent it. It's gone out.
Yep.
Okay, so he's responded, so I should be seeing something coming.
Sending it back to you.
Okay. Okay, and that should come in straight away. You can also, if you've sent it, yeah, it should come in straight away. If it doesn't,
sent.
or you can, it's sent. Okay, I'll give it a couple of seconds. That should come true. Okay, there we go. So you can see that came through on its own. You can see it says, and you heard that ding there. That's just the message to say that it was sent. So you can see it's from Brother Godson. And if I click on the message itself, so you can see it has RE there. That RE denotes a reply. Yeah. So when you see messages with RE, it means it's a reply. So he's replying to me now. Okay. And he sent the email, and you can see he sent it from his iPhone. Okay, and that's it. So that is the body of my original email. That's our disclaimer that we have. And that's his response. So that's a simple message that you can send, and it comes back to you, and you can see everything comes back into this mailbox. So now on the left-hand side, you'll see some letters there. They are all different folders. They represent folders. So this one here is the actual. If I click on this, you can see this is like the overview page, calendar, tasks, inbox, drafts, and messages. So it tells you what it looks like. You know, like an overview of what you have in your mailbox. You can actually customize it and do things and change things around. But I just leave it as a standard. You can change how it looks like. You can change whether winter, summer. It's entirely up to you how you want to customize it. But it's fine like this. So if I expand that, the first folder, which is your inbox. Inbox is where you have all messages come through. So every time somebody sends a message, it will be sent into, or it will be placed into the inbox. So the inbox is where you see your new messages. Now, as you have an inbox, you also have an outbox. Further down here, you can see one called outbox. What's the outbox? An outbox is when you're sending messages out of your email. It goes to your outbox first. Now, messages don't generally stay there. It's only sometimes you might send a message and it doesn't send. It will be stuck in the outbox. That's where you go to the outbox to check and see if it's been sent or not. If it is stuck there, you can highlight it and press send. So that's how you can actually force it out. But normally, this is automatically done for you. Okay, so go back to inbox. You can see here I have a message there, another folder called old messages. Now this folder is a subfolder of inbox. Okay, so in there you will see I have some other messages that were created from before. You can actually you can hide your mailbox by creating multiple folders. So for instance, I can come here, and if I right click and click on new folder, I can create another one called maybe new messages. Maybe if I would think new messages. Okay, and you can see that creates another folder called new messages. Or I create another one called, I don't know, church messages. Church info, for instance. Okay. So there you go. I've got 3 folders now. Then you can move things around. So I can move this one here into church. If I just hold it with your left and drag, and you can see the church info highlighted, and I release it. If I now go to church info, you will see that it has that message there. Obviously you can move it back if you want to. You can just move it back and go back there, and it's gone. So yeah, you can use it to organize yourself. So for instance, if I want to say all the messages that Brother Godson sent me, maybe if I create a folder called Godson, Brother Godson. So in that one, I can say everything that Brother Godson sent to me, I can send there. So that one, that. So if you highlight it, so if you press the control button, you can highlight, or you can do it this way. You can go to search and just type in there Godson, and everything with Brother Godson. It will now highlight them all. So it now does a search for everything from Brother Godson. I can now do a control and then A, or select all. So I got that up here. Oops. Just select all. If not, you can press control, highlight the first one, press control on your keyboard and A, and it selects everything. Then you can do a control and an X, and it cuts it, or you just drag it across, hold it with your left, drag it across to Brother Godson, and press move. And you can see now all those messages from old messages have gone. All I have left is just the ones that are from me, Brother Godson. All the messages from him are in here, and that's how you can maneuver in the inbox. So you can use it to organize and structure your messages, because you'll have messages coming from so many people. Maybe you want to make sure that you keep on top of things. You can use it to organize messages this manner by creating folders and placing things inside. Okay, you can even create things like, okay, to-do lists. This is my to-do, and once you finish, you can now say finished. You can actually create folders to help you to organize your emails, because what happens with emails is that you get a lot coming through. Right. Okay, so if we go back to the outline, let's see what we have. Okay, so we can see here, so it's just telling us that is we use our Microsoft Outlook to organize and get things done. Okay, so it includes an email, it includes a calendar, and it also provides web functionality, and it's obviously based on a 365 platform, and it's used for meetings, collaboration. There's so many things you can do with it. Okay, but most importantly, it's email and for creating meetings as well. Okay, we move on. Okay, so we're looking at demos now, right? Okay, okay. So we'll talk about meetings. Brother Gotham, do you want to? Hello? Right, okay, we're online meetings. Brother Gotham? All right, I'll talk about that then. So if you go to meetings, so what we have here, you have, if you click here, we have on the left hand side, you can see we have the email, which is denoted by the envelope. This one here is the calendar. Okay, so if you click on that, you can see it gives you the calendar. Okay, so in the calendar, you can see here. Obviously, you can see the dates of the month. Okay, it shows you, for instance, the month that we're in, the temperature, the dates. You can show the country. Obviously, there's the wrong country there, but I can add location. Maybe I'm in, London. If I say London, that should give me the temperature of London. Okay, London, United Kingdom. There we go. So it's now going there there we go. So it tells me what it's like in Westminster right now. And it's giving me that there, which is fine. So you can customize all of this yourself. So at the top here, what we have is we've got new appointments, new meetings. Okay. You've also got this. We'll do it later. This is to do with Teams. So these are the Teams add-ons. You also have here. You can actually modify your view by looking. You can say, okay, I just want to look at today. What do I have today? What do I have the next 7 days? You can see it shows 7 days now. You can say work week. So that's if you're Monday to Friday, you can do a week for the week long, or you can also do the whole month, which you showed before. Okay. So right now, so with calendars, okay, to create a new appointment, you can click on new appointment on the left. Yeah. Okay, you can do it that way, or if I close that, you can also click on the actual day itself. So today is the 10th. You can see it highlighted. I can click on that, and it will now create another appointment screen for me. Okay. I'm using 2 screens, so bear me a minute. Okay, all right. Go to other screen. Right. Okay. So what we have there is you can see again. It gives you a menu. You can close it again, so make it start again, so it doesn't confuse anyone. So you can click on the actual date itself, or if it's a future date, you can click on the future date, or you can click on your appointment here. Okay, so that creates a new appointment, as you can see. Now, as you can see now, you've got title. So what's the title of the meeting? So I can say, okay, I want to have a meeting with Brother Godson, and I say I want to have IT class. Okay, so I can say FMC IT class. Okay, so that's my meeting title. And what I want is, I can say, okay, I want it for Sunday tomorrow, and I want it for maybe to remind someone that by 11:30 or by 12 we will have IT class, and it's for half an hour, 12 to 12:30. Okay, so you can see the start time of the meeting is at 12 o'clock. The end time is at 12:30. Okay, then location. You can put the specific location if you want to. Like if we're doing it in John Raphael House, the church, we can say we can put it in the multipurpose room. Okay, press okay. and it will now send that to the multipurpose room. Okay. So again, what you see here is it's telling you that I want to have a meeting in the multipurpose room, but also the multipurpose room needs to be booked out. Okay. And I want to send it to Brother Godson as well. So I can say Brother Godson. So, but I'm having a meeting with Brother Godson, and I'm booking out the multipurpose room for that. Okay. Now these are the required, and maybe I can say optional. I can say maybe Aisha. Okay, so she's optional. She doesn't have to be there, but if she's available, if she wants to come, she's free. Okay, and we can just say right. In this area, just write what's the brief description of the meeting. So just a reminder, guys, of the of for the next IT training class. Okay, that's it, simple. So once I press send, so I'm happy now. So I'm sending it to FMC multipurpose room so that it will be booked out. Okay, so that somebody else will not book the room at the same time. I'm sending it to Brother Godson, and I'm also sending it to Sister Aisha optional. The time is tomorrow by 12 to 12:30. Okay. On here you've got you can make it recurring. So if you say, okay, I want it to happen more than one day, so me having to retype all of this again. If I click on this, I can say, right, okay, maybe do it every month, or we can say every week. Every week, do it on Sunday at that time. So every week it will keep on. So on the 18th, it will add another entry like this. Okay, so I don't have to keep on entering the sending up another meeting request. Okay, so you can do it that way. I'm not making it recurrent. All day means it will book out for the whole day. If I do all day, that means it's from the whole day is blocked out. Okay, but obviously I'm not doing that, so that's fine. And if you notice, when you do that, when you do all day, it's great. It grays at that, and it changes the time for you. Okay, so I'm taking that out, and yeah, so that's it. I'm happy. And press send. Once you're finished, once you're happy with what you sent, so make sure you've got the people you're sending it to. You've got optional if that's required. You've also got the time, okay, that you want it to be for, and location. Okay, I mean if it's online, which we'll go into next time, will be it might be a Teams meeting. Okay, we'll set up a different thing for you, but this is having a meeting in a specific area. Okay, so you press on send when you finish, and now as you can see, if you go to my calendar now, you can see that it's created an entry. Okay, can you see that there? It's got an entry there. So if I click on it, okay. If I click on that entry, right, okay. So it's created the entry for me. If I click on the top now, you can see you got file there, you got meeting. On this one called scheduling assistant, you can see something interesting. So it's created this line, okay, and in that line, it's now actually told us, or if you look at the left-hand side, it's got FMC IT class demo, which is that. Brother Godson, okay, has also got his time booked. Okay, when it's booked, it will highlight it as booked. Okay. If when she actually does hers, if she does, it will also change this as well. So the bottom line is that it tells you it tells you that it's you can see here clearly, that what we have here is that the class, sorry, the meeting has been booked. Yeah, the meeting has been booked, and because it's booked, you can see that highlighted here. All right, so that shows you the meeting request and class being booked for the next meeting. Right. So if I come out of there and if I go to back, if I close this meeting, and you can see there, that's the meeting there done. So if Brother Godson, is he on the line? Okay, he's not there. Yeah, if he was to go into his mailbox, he would see the same entry in his mailbox. Oh, Brother Godson, can you see the entry in your mailbox? Hello? So I sent you a meeting request. You should now see the message that we sent on there on your mailbox. Have you got it? Okay, while he's looking, so that will show us, that shows us that this is what you'll look for when you send a message or an appointment. This is what it will look like. You'll go into your mailbox and you'll be able to see an entry, and you can create many more. So I can create another message as well. Sorry, not the appointment. Rather, if I go here, I can say, right, I create one by 12:30. I can now create another one. Take that off. Get another one for maybe 1 o'clock. 1 to 2. You can do it for an hour. Sorry, yes. And I'll just say follow up. Maybe it's a follow-up meeting. Follow-up meeting. Right, okay. Location again, I can say still the multi-purpose room, and I want that. So I click on that. It will add that. You've got the message, okay. Once that's done, follow-up meeting. Let's put that there. I mean, this is optional. You don't need to write something there, but follow-up meeting. Now, okay, and I say get out Brother Aisha, and now I want Aisha to be. So Brother Godson, I want Aisha to be required as well, and I click on send. Okay, and if you can see, it's now sent another message and populated my mailbox. Okay, right. Okay, now Brother Godson has accepted that particular one. It's the previous one. So if I go into that message, and you can see here it says attendees one accepted. Yes. So if I click on scheduling assistant, you can see that Brother Godson has now had his own meeting request accepted. Okay, that's why it's blue like that. Even though I think he had another message, he had another meeting. That's why he has these highlighted like this. Okay, but you can see here the multipurpose room has been booked for this time and also for this, and that's why it's in this color, right? Okay. Obviously, all the blank ones means it's not been booked, but this is. Now, if I go to the next one, if I go to this one, if I come out of here and if I go to this one, you will see that Scheduling Assistant is now highlighting this particular column as opposed to that one. Okay, so I have Aisha accepted. You can see Aisha's on a turned color as well because she's accepted it. Okay, so every time you set a meeting, it will have this like these lines on it. But once they've accepted it, it will now change color to the blue there. Okay, so that's basically what we have. Okay, and that's your meeting. You can be able to look. You can actually even add people here directly. So you can actually come here. You can add somebody. So okay, I want to add. Maybe I want to add myself. You can see it's added me there, and I can come here, and I can say, and if you notice here, I've added myself here, but I haven't got anything. If I do send update, it will now send an update to me. So I should now get a message. If I check my own mailbox, yes, I have a mail. I have multiple proposals declined. If I do, I've got a message. If I press accept, okay, I've now accepted. Now, if I go into that particular meeting appointment, you can see that my own is highlighted now. I've accepted it, you see? Okay, maybe I go in there and I say, oh, that meeting, I'm not able to do it anymore. I can decline it. If I go into my meeting, obviously I'm the one sending the meetings, so it will be there for me. But say, for instance, I can't do it for whatever reason. I click on this and I can edit my RSVP and I can say decline. I'm not going. So I decline that message and it's now sent. Then you can click on refresh availability and you can see it's taken off. It's taken off the entry. Okay, so it's no longer there because that means that I did not accept it anymore. Okay, I'm not available for that meeting. So now when you want to have the meeting, only the people that are highlighted will be able to go for the meeting. Okay, FS, because I'm the one that set it, I set it with this particular user. That's why that one is already selected anyway. I don't need to do anything about it. But everybody that you need to have access, that needs to come to the meeting, will have to have it highlighted. Okay, right. Let's talk about some this. Right. Okay. So there you go. So we've got those meetings there. I can actually come here and close the home, delete the meeting if I don't want it altogether. I can just say right. You can forward it to somebody if you want to. Maybe someone is not attending. You can do right click. You can press forward. I can forward the meeting to someone completely different. Let me send it to myself again. So this is what it looks like. So I'm using two screens, guys. So that's why there you go. You can see there. I forward it to myself. Forward follow-up meeting. If I press send, it will now send that to me, and now I should now get another message saying I attend the meeting. There we go. It's come up. So if I now we go into that meeting there and click on the second assistant. Obviously, you can see now it's highlighted there that I've been sent the message, but you can see it has the lines there. Okay, this is the cross lines. But once I say accept, so if I go to the meeting, there we go. And if I do accept on that meeting, it should now change it. If I do a refresh, you can see I've accepted it. So that's why it's there. Okay. So that in a nutshell is meetings and appointments And that's how you do it, through Outlook. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So if we go back to the original items on the outline, so we can see what other topics we have there to cover. I think it's page 1. Yeah, back 2 more. Right. Okay. So we've looked at appointments. We've looked at opening and closing messages. Okay. So let's have a look at some of the other folders. So we've got inbox, outbox, junk mail, deleted. Okay. Let's have a look at that. So if I go to if I go back to my screen, as you can see, okay, I'm on my screen now. So at the moment, I'm in the Outlook, the appointment window. To go back to the email window, you click on this here at the left, the envelope, and it'll take me to the email window. As you can see, right. So when we were also accepting and declining stuff, you can see what was happening was it was sending me messages. Okay, so you can see every time somebody accepts, you can see it puts a message in there. So you can see here it says Pastor K Okoro accepted follow-up meeting. Yeah, for this time, and so you can know who has accepted and who has not accepted. It says it there. You can see Brother Gostin accepted. You can see that as well. So it shows you that. So you can actually see who has accepted and who hasn't. So here you can see it was declined. Okay, and it tells you the reason why it was declined. There was a conflict. Okay, so obviously you can't have one room booked out in the same place twice. So that's why it was declined, and that was done automatically. So it's a way of checkmating to make sure that you don't double book. Okay, so the system will do that for you, and yeah, so that's what happens there. Right. So we also have a folder called junk folder, junk email. So sometimes when people send emails, it could be from legitimate places, or sometimes illegitimate. It could be like spam emails. By spam, we mean unsolicited emails. So emails that you didn't actually plan for. Someone just sends it to you. Maybe it could be junk. Sometimes they go straight into the junk folder. Okay. So sometimes someone can send you an email, but you can't find it. And if you can't find it, another place to go sometimes is go to the junk folder to see if it's actually there. Because when you go in there, you can say, okay, maybe it went into the junk folder, and you can see when you go there, you might see that email listed. Okay, then what you do in that matter, because the junk folder, sometimes they have filters and they have policies assigned to it. So policies just mean basically ways of organizing and applying rules to your mailbox. Okay, so with those policies, they can affect, they can be deleted after. Some of them might be after 10 days delete. So if you're looking for email, sometimes it's always important to look in the junk folder just in case one of your emails was put there accidentally, okay, by the system. So it's important to have a look at that. So is one of the system emails. I mean, it's on the system folders. You don't create it yourself. It's created by the system. Okay, you got the outbox there. You've also got a very important one, which is deleted items. So notice here, every time you create a you create something, or something is inside the mail inbox, you can also delete it as well. So I can come here, for instance, let me say this particular message. I can just say, right, click on this box, cross here, and it's deleted. Okay, and you'll find out that that would be sent. As a matter of fact, let me delete this particular message. here. If I click on this, you can see it's deleted. Okay. If I now go into my mailbox, deleted items folder, you can see, excuse me, that this is the message that was deleted. Okay. Now, sometimes if you delete this, it will tell you this will be permanently deleted. Continue. If you press yes, it's gone. I can't. This message has been deleted from the system. But maybe you can say, "Oh, I didn't mean to delete that message." One of the great things that Outlook does, and because it's running on Exchange, which is a system that Microsoft uses in the background, you can recover deleted items from the server. So even though it's deleted from your system, you can still recover. But that's all depending on, if you're using Outlook and you've got Exchange where they can set specific policies to enable that to happen. But by default, it wouldn't. If you're using like maybe a Hotmail or something like that, or Outlook.com that hasn't got this set, then this might not work. Okay. But yes, you can go in here, you can see this area here, recover deleted items from server. If I click on that, you can now see this folder here, that particular, see there? That particular one I deleted, I can recover it. I can just press on this and press OK, and it will place it back. Okay, let's place it back into. If I what does it put it into? Deleted items. There we go. You can see it there. So let's put it back into deleted items. You see, and I can now move it back from deleted items into protocols. And now that's how you can have your emails that were once deleted. You can actually retrieve them by going into the deleted items folder. So how do you get there? You have to first go to the deleted items folder itself, then click on this icon here to recover deleted items from the server. Okay, but as I said, this is a configurable setting that is set in the system that controls this. Okay, so the server, which is the Exchange server. Okay, but because of Office 365, they have that they've included that as part of the setup, so you can use this option if you're using Office 365, which is very, very good. So if you delete by accident, you can always retrieve. So I'll show you one. So if I click on this here again, so if I start from here, where's that message? Let me say this one now. I click on delete. You see it's gone from my inbox, from Augustin's folder. It's now gone into deleted items. You can see that that's the actual email. But I want to delete it again. But notice it will give you this message. Say this will be permanently deleted. Continue. So you will have a warning. Yeah. Now obviously if you press yes, it goes. But like I said before, it will place it inside this particular folder. You can recover it. But say for instance, you don't want to recover it. You just change it from, you see you got two buttons here. One is restore, one is purge. If you select purge and press OK, it will give you another message. This selected will be permanently deleted from the folder. If you continue, you will not be able to recover these items. You can see here. Now, I am now deleting from the recovered folder. Okay, the recovery folder. If you delete from that, it's gone permanently. There's no way I can that email is gone. I can't get it back again. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. It's important that you know. But if you notice, you had one warning. So you had the warning here. You also had the warning in the recovered item, recovery deleted items folder, and that's how you can get rid of things. Okay, so if you want to permanently delete, you have to delete it 3 times for it to actually leave the whole environment and not be recovered. Okay, right. Okay, I think that is it covered. Forgotten? Oh, is he? He's not online. Right, Sister Aisha, do you want to go back to the original page? Let's see what we have. I think we've covered, yeah, so we've covered practically all of these. So we've done a general introduction, we've looked at opening and closing Outlook. We've also looked at sending and checking messages in your inbox. We've looked at appointments, creating appointments, deleting appointments. We've looked at the inbox, the outbox, junk mail, and deleted items. We've also looked at recovery of deleted items, and we also looked at creating new folders. Okay, so I think that would be it for this particular session. We'll be having another session very soon. So on this note, I would like to say thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to send. You can send it to the email, which is the FMC IT class demo at faithmiraclechurch.org.uk, and we'll be able to get that email and we can respond to you. Okay, so God bless you and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.